Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear primary 6 students, welcome back to the second term and the first lesson with Mrs. Hend. Lesson 1 today is the set of integers. This kind of set refers to a set of numbers or a new set of numbers. Like n. Do you remember n? In primary 5, we passed through set n. Set n formed from or consists of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we said that 0 union the counting numbers. Do you remember the count numbers? The counting numbers which starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So n was 0 union the counting numbers. Okay. Now, in primary 6, we are not going to study n again. We have to study a bigger set or wider set of numbers. So let's take example. Lead us to learn or to study this set of numbers. This example. If I asked you to give me a number, x, for example, added to 5 equals 8. So the answer is, all of you will say for me, 3 plus 5 equals 8, right? If you try to solve it in the form of equation, 8 minus 5 equals 3. And that number belongs to n, right? 3 in the set of natural numbers, 3, right? Okay. X plus 5 equals 2, another example. X plus 5 equals 2. What is the number added to 5 equals 2? Oh. Of course, this number not in n. How can I get number added to 5 equal a smaller number like 2? But if you try to solve it in the form of equation and you send 5 and then to the other part by negative or by minus, 2 minus 5 equals negative 3. If you check it in your calculator, of course all of us noted that on the calculator. If you try to do this, you will find this, the answer negative 3. But if negative 3, a number, is it in the natural number? Is it in the set of natural number? Of course not. This is the new set of numbers or the new group of numbers which is set of integers denoted by the letters capital Z. The set of integers here refers to the set of positive numbers and the negative numbers union Mr. 0. So Z divided into 3 parts. Z positive, set of 0, Z negative. Z positive, it means the positive numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Z negative, it is the negative number, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on. Mr. 0, what about Mr. 0? Is Mr. 0 positive or negative number? It is not in this set or on this set. Because, remember this, because 0 is non-positive, non-negative number. Focus and remember, 0 is non-positive, non-negative number. Okay? So, Z, or the large set of numbers Z, contains negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Continue, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Z equals Z positive, which is the positive numbers, union 0, union Z negative. On the number line, we have 0 in the middle. I can express Z in the form of the number line as 0 in the middle. The positive numbers on the right of 0, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The negative numbers on the left of 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and so on. According to this number line, we are going to study little bit different examples. Study hard. It is very important. For this number line, that part starting from 0 and the positive numbers is called what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this set? This is n. So n is, or n equals Z positive, union, and union. And union, it means and. Union 0. Z positive, union 0 refers to what? It is n. Yes, on the number line, starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, this is the natural numbers. Okay. Study number 2. The bigger Z or set Z Z equals Z positive, the positive part, and Z negative, and Mr. 0, union 0. So Z equals Z positive, union 0, union Z negative. This is Z. Next, Z positive intersects Z negative. Let's remember the word intersect. What is the word intersect? Intersect, it means the common elements or the common numbers in the positive form or the positive group and the negative group. First, do we have intersection between the positive and the negative numbers? Can I see from this group numbers here exist in that part? Here 1, 2, 3 in the right, and on the left negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Are they similar? Of course not. This is 1 and this is negative 1. This is 2 and this is negative 2. So they aren't similar. So if we try to find any common number between the positive and Z negative, nothing. So the answer is phi. No common number out there, is no intersection between Z positive and Z negative. So the answer is phi. Okay. Z, the bigger Z, the number line, or the number line, is what is the negative part, union, in Z equals Z negative, which starts from negative 1 to this part whole, union, N. Where is N? N, which starts from here. All of these sets called N. Okay? This is N. From here, N. Okay? What about number or Z difference, Z negative? It means what exists in Z and not in Z negative. What in Z but not in Z negative. That means hide completely the negative part. Hide it. If I hide it, what are the remainder? If I try to hide it. Z difference, Z negative. What the remainder here on the number line? Oh, the number line I saw was 0, 1, 2, 3. What is 0, 1, 2, 3? In which set 0, 1, 2, 3? Yeah, this is N. So, what in Z and not in Z negative? It is, or Z difference, Z negative equals N. Okay. Next, Z difference N. It means what in Z, not in N. Hide it on the number line. Use your pen and hide N. Z difference N. Hide the next hide N. Hide N. Okay? N. N, which starts from 0 here. So if we try to hide the N set from the Z, the remainder is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So the remainder, negative 1, which set this is called? This is negative Z or Z negative. Z star, this is a new principle. This is Z star, which is the all Z except 0 or difference 0. Z positive, union Z negative, except 0 is Z star. So Z star is Z positive, union Z negative. Only Z positive, union Z negative, without 0. Okay. Z difference Z positive equals, if we try to hide, Z positive, which starts from 1, 2, 3, 4. The remainder will be 0 and the negative numbers. I can write it in the form 0 union Z negative. 0 union Z negative. Okay? And Z negative difference Z positive, it means what in the first, not in the second. Here 0. Here is Z negative difference Z positive. What in the first, not in the second. What in the negative numbers, not in the second number, the second set. What in the first set, not in the second set. So the first set contains all the negative numbers. So the first set is Z negative. Because what in the first, not in the second, all the negative numbers in the negative set, but not in the positive set, so negative. And here, what in the first, not in the second. The first here we have z positive, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What in the, not here, so all of the positive number, not in the negative number, so the answer is z positive. Complete using belong, doesn't belong, or element or not element, set, subset, not subset. Negative 5 and z, of course, negative 5 exists in z and negative 5 is element in z. 0 is not element in z negative because I said that 0 is not non-positive, non-negative number. Z negative is subset of z, a part of z. Negative 3, negative 1.5. Both of them negative numbers, and this is z negative. So I can hear that one of them told me that they are negative, so they are element here. Of course not, because in z I don't have decimal, I don't have fractions, only whole numbers, whole numbers, positive and negative. So because of 1.5, this set of numbers is not element in, not subset in z negative. Z positive and n, z positive and n. Yeah, z positive 1, 2, 3, 4. N 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this exists or a part of n. Z positive is a part of n. N and z, of course, here n 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here z totally positive and negative and 0. So here n is a part or subset from z. Here the example, write integers to express each situation of the following. We have to understand the meaning of negative and positive, of course. If I told you, Gihad withdrew 500 pounds from her bank account. What is the word withdrew? Withdrew, it means take money from the bank. Take her money from the bank. If I take my money, this is what? Positive or negative action? I'm taking my money away. I'm taking my money. So this is negative 500. Study the other example. Nancy gained LE 65 from her saving account. Gained. She gained 65 from her saving account. She gained. Once I gain the money, it means I have another amount of money. That means added to the account. If it is added, so it will be positive value. If you take a money from the bank, this is negative action. If you put a money or gain a money, this is a positive action. I hope you got the lesson. Your homework, inshallah, will be from the booklet, page number 3 and number 4 from your booklet. Thank you.